Winter officially begins tomorrow, ending the longest fall period most farmers have ever experienced. WCIA 3's ag reporter Stu Ellis brings us more in this morning's report from the farm.
One farmer recently said it was the longest harvest season he'd ever had. Nutrien's chief atmospheric scientist Eric Snodgrass agrees.
So we thought we'd get into the fields in October, but all of a sudden, by mid-October, the jet stream was just screaming over parts of Illinois. So what ended up happening is, beginning about October 13th, we had a system after system after system. It was very, very wet. In fact, right here in East Central Illinois, our climate reporting district, second wettest October on record. Well, then November shows up, drier, it was cool at times, but then those harvest windows started to show back up again. We even were able to get some, not only that late harvest work done, but some application done in December because it was so warm. So, you know, this was a very, very strange end to a growing season where folks were pushed out of the fields when they wanted to be in them and then allowed back in at a date they often don't find themselves were still working. So, yeah, Mother Nature's really thrown us a curveball this past fall and early winter.
All right. Was this part of the onset of La Nina then?
Yeah, so what's happening is what we saw at least was that the La Nina was strengthening throughout most of fall into early winter. And as that happens, what tends to occur is that the Pacific jet stream just gets cranked up, and it was moving quickly. So it hit the west hard first and came through the Midwest. That's what kind of shut us down in October.
As La Nina fades out, do we see anything but neutral weather conditions?
Well, that's one of the problems. When La Nina fades, or if there was an El Nino, if it faded, it removes one of our predictors, right? So predicting that whole next spring and summer is going to be really challenging. But I'll tell you what I'm going to watch. We've got some really cold water in the Gulf of Alaska. Now, the only weather variable you can use in doing seasonal weather prediction with any sort of accuracy is ocean temperatures. So when I see the cold water in the Gulf of Alaska, if that hangs on, I'll be concerned about what that does to the jet stream come next spring and summer, because usually when it's cold in the Gulf of Alaska, we tend to get warm here in the Midwest, warmer than average. Now, that's a long ways off. We've got a lot to be paying attention to between now and then, but it'll be the number one thing I'm watching. Well, that and the drought development in the Southern Plains.
That's our report from the farm. I'm Stu Ellis with WCIA 3, your local news leader.